The National Ambulance Service is facing major reforms with a reduction from 9 to 1 live national control centre. In future, more patients will be treated at home by paramedics rather than being brought to hospital. The service must also provide a first response to most life-threatening conditions in under 8 minutes.
Each year, the ambulance service receives around 250,000 emergency or urgent calls. Major reforms are underway, with plans to move from 9 control centres to 2 national centres, 1 live and 1 backup. This building in Tallaght in Dublin will eventually be the new national centre and the single contact point for all emergency calls.
When you dial 999, obviously you're going to be contacting a national control centre, so that will be a major difference in terms of having full availability of every resource in the state.
Currently all patients are brought by ambulance to hospital, but in future care will be brought to the patient. So, after ringing the emergency services and after speaking to a trained specialist, the patient might be advised to take painkillers and go to bed. This is called hear and discharge, or see and discharge, where a paramedic treats a patient at the scene and leaves. Or if the patient needs to go by ambulance to an emergency department, advanced treatment is provided on the way. It should result in fewer patients going to emergency departments and ease overcrowding.
I think a lot of people think that the ambulance service is primarily a transport service. If you're in trouble, you dial 999, we'll come and get you and we'll bring you to hospital, and that's when your treatment starts. But in fact, that's not the case.
Ambulances are now manned by paramedics or advanced paramedics.
We can administer morphine intravenously, so we can set up IV cannulas. We can administer antiemetic drugs if you're feeling nauseated, anti-seizure medications if you're having a seizure. Under current rules, 75% of all calls for immediately life-threatening conditions must have a first response within just under 8 minutes. That response could be from a paramedic in a rapid response vehicle, from an ambulance or a trained member of the public. But not everyone is happy with these changes.
I believe it should be a national fire and ambulance service. If you look across the world, the United States, and even in the UK, they're following that method. We here in Dublin have a national fire and ambulance service integrated.
Well, I suppose our members are very concerned because they are based in 10 control rooms around the country, and those 10 control rooms are due to close, and redeployment within the Croke Park Agreement is within 45 kilometres.
Each year, the service also deals with over 600,000 non-urgent calls. Fergal Bowers, RTE News, Dublin.